Welcome to the Living Your Main Love podcast. My name is Jeannie, and I have a very special guest here today, Ollie Wright, Hearts of Pine, attacking midfielder. Is that correct, Ollie?
That's correct. That's the one.
Ollie is like, the bee's knees for Hearts of Pine. He won't, he's humble. But everybody, when I told them I was going to talk to you today, they were like, oh my God, really? Ask him this, ask him this. So it's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
It's fun. Okay, we're going to start with a rapid fire little session, which is just kind of a fun way to get to know things about you that people would never find out. So we're going to start Spotify or Apple?
Apple Music.
Me
sure.
too.
Yeah.
Jojo. Jojo's Spotify. I'm I like Apple.
No. Do you know what it is? I chose Apple Music like 10 years ago, and I feel like I have to be loyal now. I can't change it up.
And you have like the whole library too.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Soccer or football?
Oh, like soccer. Like it is soccer. It should be football.
Yes.
But now I just say soccer
You
because
do?
I've been in the US for so long.
Was that hard to update that in your brain?
I don't really remember the day it changed or like the time it changed,
Yeah.
but now it's like impossible to go back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when anyone mentions football, I'm thinking of like NFL.
You're thinking Sunday games.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is a good one. Fish and chips or lobster roll?
Fish and chips.
All
100%.
right.
But that's only English fish and chips. Like
Yeah.
fish and chips in the US just doesn't hit the same.
I'm sure.
So it's got to be from like a hole in the wall shop in England.
Yes.
But lobster rolls are great.
Yeah. You're a fan.
I'm a big fan.
Okay. Love it. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi. Next question. It's just not even a debate.
It isn't.
Not
That's
even
what
a
Colby
debate.
said too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. Noah Khan or Youngblood?
That's crazy that you even, because I literally just started listening to him
love
literally
that
like
song.
3 hours ago.
So the answer is
The answer is Youngblood.
Youngblood. I'm so
Yeah.
into it.
But I don't really know who Noah Khan is. So,
Okay.
so it was kind of an easy.
he's a Mainer.
Oh,
And he's got that one song
Cut that.
that's like, what is that song? Stick Season. It's like, okay, it's actually a really good
okay.
song.
I'll test it
But
out.
that song, Zombie,
It's a great
Youngblood,
song.
if you guys aren't listening, please listen.
I'm not acting as if I'm a big fan. I learned about this song this morning. So,
That is so weird,
that's weird,
though.
right?
He's kind of everywhere.
I know.
He's
I
like-
see him all the time on my TikTok, but I'm like, it's not really my genre. Like, I never really try it out. And then I saw that video on TikTok today, and I was like, okay, that sounds like a good one.
Did you see the one with Smashing Pumpkins where he collabs with them?
No.
It's a beautiful.
I don't know who that
They
is either.
collab. Oh, you don't?
No.
Because you're so young.
I know.
They're a big 80s alternative band. They're probably
Okay,
laughing
gotcha.
in the booth.
Yeah,
They're like,
right.
we know who they are. Okay, last one. Oh, coffee or tea?
Can I say hot chocolate?
You can.
Thank you.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm not a massive hot drink guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big hot chocolate fan,
Yeah.
but tea or coffee just doesn't really do it for me, which is
Yeah.
weird because everyone in England drinks tea.
I was going to
And I
say.
feel like everyone in the US drinks coffee.
They do. Did you grow up drinking tea?
No, not really. My
Oh.
mum loves it. My dad loves it, but
Yeah.
I never really jumped on the trend.
You were like, can I have some hot chocolate,
Yeah,
please?
I love a hot chocolate.
I know.
Plenty of whipped cream on top.
I know. That's the best.
Yeah, it's not very good for you, but
That's okay. You got to enjoy life.
Exactly.
Can't know. It's boring if everything's good for you.
exactly.
Okay, so I'm just going to, now we're done with our rapid fire. You made it through. That was a hard part. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank God.
You're like, no more this or this. Okay, so growing up in the UK, football. Should I call it football? Because that's what it was to you then.
Yeah. fair
Was
enough.
that always like part of your childhood growing up? Like, did you play when you were young? Like, how did that enter the equation into your life?
Yeah, so I've been playing pretty much since I could walk. My dad played a lot when I was a kid. He ended up going into the coaching side of things too. So I was just born into that lifestyle, which in fairness, a lot of people in the UK are. Like, it's so common over there. So yeah, I kind of, it's always been a thing for me. I was always watching soccer. Or football. I was always playing.
Yeah.
I was always kicking a ball around in my house, whatever it may be. And then I started like playing for a competitive team when I was about 6, maybe 7. So yeah, it's been part of my life since I can remember, pretty much.
Did you think, like, when you're a kid, I'm going to do this professionally? Like, did you look at Beckham and say, I don't know if Beckham was like
Yeah,
in your time?
yeah.
Yeah. Were you like, I want to be like him? Or was that something that kind of evolved later?
Obviously, being a kid, you always have dreams of being, playing in the Premier League or playing for your nation, whatever it may be. So I definitely had those thoughts from a young age. I think as I became a teenager and you kind of, you become more realistic with yourself and you realize that, potentially going pro is an option, but there's work that has to go into it and it's not just going to fall in your lap kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then So I was lucky enough to play for many academies in London. So I was kind of always on that path to potentially go pro. And when I got to 18 and it didn't quite happen, I didn't quite get that professional contract in England. I then, I took a different route. I ended up coming over to the US to play collegiately. So it was just a slightly different route that I expected myself to take. But becoming a pro was always on the forefront of my mind.
So that was like from a young age, you were like, I think this is my path.
Yeah.
Were you
for
super
sure.
passionate? Like, was there any other sport that you loved, or was it always soccer?
No, I love playing every sport pretty
Yeah.
much, except for rugby. Rugby was just
Oh, you
horrible.
like rugby.
Yeah. So I always loved playing sport. I've always been super competitive, but soccer was the only one that I had a passion for. Like I loved watching it. I loved playing it. I loved knowing everything about the game, So that was my sport.
So 2016, you moved to the U.S., right, and played for St. Mary's.
Yes.
I did just a little research
Yeah.
on you. How was it? How was it? Were you scared to come to the U.S.? Were you excited? Like, do you remember when you first came and how you felt, and how you sort of, assimilated into the different culture?
I was super excited. I remember thinking that I'm going to come over and I'm going to basically be on holiday for a semester and then I'm going to go home. So I felt like I had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
A lot of people, were like, were you scared to go over? Like, what if you hate it? And I was like, worst comes to worst, I hate it and I just go home.
Yeah.
So I kind of came over with an open mind. I've said previously, like I had like a soft spot for US culture. Like I love US music. I love US films, like all of that sort of stuff. So I kind of always had that, like I say, soft spot for US culture. So I was really excited to kind of dive into that head first. And yeah, I took that move. Was it 16?
It says 16 on Wikipedia, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think it was 17.
Okay, 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took that jump and just kind of never looked back, honestly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been here almost 9 years now. So it's been a crazy journey.
Yeah. So, okay, so Hearts of Pine. When you first heard about the team, were you like, well, you're like, where's Maine?
Yeah.
Like, what's Maine?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know much about Maine, New
Yeah.
England in general,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. I'd seen things about the club on social media and that it had this crazy buzz around the city and around the state. So I was super excited to be a part of that because I feel like being the inaugural squad, there's something you're always going to be remembered for being part of that first year. So I really wanted to be part of that. I had a similar thing with the team I was at in Alabama. Like I said, I enjoyed being, I guess, part of history, if you will. So that was something that really drew me to the club and the journey that the club was going on.
The fandom. Like, I've been to a few of the games, and well, tell me difference between UK fans and US fans.
US fans are a lot nicer, like, which I think is great because I think soccer it should be an inclusive sport. Everyone should be involved. Whereas the UK fans are a little bit more cutthroat.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, they'll let you know, and they'll never change their mind, pretty much.
Right.
Whereas in the US, it kind of feels like everyone's got your back, and like I say, in the UK fan scene, that's even if it's your own player. Like, let's say in England, there's a team and the player isn't doing very well. The fans will just get on that player's back and like boo him or make him feel really uncomfortable, which in the US is slightly different. I feel like if there's a player that's not doing well, the fans will kind of get behind them and rally behind them and support them the best they can. So that's probably the biggest difference. But yeah, the fandom of Hearts of Pine is insane. The games are electric, and for anyone that hasn't been, you've got to go.
So fun.
So fun.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would look at you and go, God, pro soccer player. Like, how cool is that? Like, what drives you? Because this is not easy. This journey's not easy. I'm sure it's like exhausting physically, mentally. Like, what has driven you to this level of success, becoming a pro athlete?
I think, obviously I had a lot of support growing up. Like, my family members were always behind me and supported me in every decision I made. Also, the people I've been lucky enough to surround myself with growing up and even taking that collegiate journey, I always had people that were like-minded to me and wanted to succeed, whether that was soccer-wise, whether that was in the business world, whatever it may be. So I feel like I've always surrounded myself by like-minded people. And then now, to be in the position I'm in now, I think something that continues to drive me day to day is just having that support behind us. Like I say, those fans and having the kids at the game screaming your name and stuff like that. That's stuff that I really try not to take for granted because it doesn't last forever. Being a soccer player is going to last, to have a good career, you probably play for 10, 15 years, which isn't a long time in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I try to not take those things for granted and remember that I'm super fortunate to be in the position I'm in currently, and long may it continue,
Yeah. Well, I mean, so yeah, the soccer journey will hopefully continue for many years. But like, what else? I mean, do you see yourself doing down the line? Is there anything else that you would, if you weren't playing soccer, what would you want to do?
Coaching soccer.
Oh, coaching.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's a great natural,
Yeah.
extension.
I just feel like it's been such a huge part of my life for so long. So I can't envision myself in any other industry, you know. I think it would be great. Like I said, I'm an open-minded person, so I wouldn't mind, seeing different avenues and going down different ventures or whatever it may be. But I think always soccer will have some sort of influence in my life, whether that's playing, whether that's coaching, whether that's being in the front office of a club, whatever it may be. I think soccer will always be involved.
What do you, like, I'm sure you're not always winning, right? There's losses. Like, how do you deal with, like, maybe a game where you don't play as well as you wanted to? How do you deal with that adversity and, quote unquote failure? Like, how do you look at that?
It's changed over the years for sure. I think when I was a little bit younger, I struggled with it a lot more because I just wasn't as experienced, right? So when I'd lose, I'd get frustrated, and I kind of, one loss could almost lead into another loss because you're just overthinking everything. But I think as I've become more experienced in the game and in my career, I've learned to kind of take those losses as they come and just kind of, you can be upset. Everyone's going to be upset, but kind of just brush it to the side and kind of move on as quickly as possible. But it's the same with wins, I think my college coach had a quote which was not too high, not too low, which is basically, when you win or when something's going great, make sure you stay level headed. But the same goes for if you lose, don't get too high, don't get too low. So yeah, I kind of live by that mentality now, and yeah, try not to let the losses affect me too much.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
So what do you think about season 2, Hearts of Mine? Like, how do you feel the team is? I don't know if they've been announced new players yet or anything, but like, what are your hopes for season 2?
My hopes are just that it somehow maintains what it's been. I the rumors are that it's going to be even better, and I'm saying to the fan group, and I'm like, how can it be like it was the best thing ever?
Yeah.
But I'm sure that somehow the atmosphere and the energy of the games are going to be even better. I think from a team perspective, we obviously want to go one step further, which is win the whole thing. We were super close this year, and there's probably something to be said that it's a good thing that we didn't win the first year, because then there's nothing else to achieve. At least now we've got a chip on our shoulder and we can hopefully go the extra mile. So I'm just super excited to get back into training camp and just build on what we did last year, because last year was super special. But if we can win the whole thing, imagine what that would be like.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So that's like I said, I don't know how it can get much better off the field, but on the field, there's obviously goals that we have. Maybe host a playoff game, and hopefully end with some silverware at the end of the season.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, it would be insane.
Oh, I know. Well, you guys are, just the energy and the momentum behind this brand too is like, or the team, I should say, is amazing.
Yeah.
Advice for younger people who look up to you, because there are a lot of kids who they're waiting for you. I was at the game where you came up and you're signing autographs. It was so cute.
Yeah.
What would be your advice for someone younger that's like, I just want to have a successful full life, where I'm living my main love, I would say, or living my passion. Like, what would your advice be for someone just to live a great, fulfilling life?
I think the biggest one for me is just have total belief in yourself. Like, growing up in my soccer career, I had so many people say, you're not good enough, or whatever it may be, just people that doubted you. And luckily, I like I said, I always had a strong backing from my family and friends. So I was fortunate enough to be able to get through that adversity. And now I look back at it, and I'm so happy that I didn't listen to those people that said I wasn't good enough, because I might not be where I am today. So I think, whatever walk of life you're going down, whether that's soccer, whether that's business, whether that's law, being a doctor, whatever it may be, I think just having total self-belief is probably the most important thing, because if you haven't got that, it's going to be tough to succeed in anything. And so yeah, if like I say, if you believe in yourself, then kind of brush off what anyone else says, especially if it's negative. Yeah, I think that's probably the most important thing.
So true. I mean, how many like successful people have you seen? Oh, they told me I couldn't make it, or like Cindy
Yeah.
Crawford, they told me I couldn't be a model because I had the. Like, it is
Yeah.
self-belief. Like if you believe and your intention is you can do something, you're gonna do it.
Yeah. And I think
So
it sounds cliche,
yeah,
but like you say, there's so many people that even if they think you can do something, they'll tell you can't because they don't want to see you succeed. And yeah, I think, like I say, it sounds cliche, but it really is true. There's a lot of people that will, try and hurt your success.
mm,
But if you can maintain that level of self-confidence and not cockiness,
yeah,
but know that you can do what you set out to achieve, I think then you're probably in good hands.
totally. Do you struggle at all with people who are like hangers on? Like I just want to be around you because you're a pro athlete. Is that something you've dealt with at all?
No, not on my level.
Yeah,
Because yeah, the hype around Hearts of Pine is huge in Maine
yeah,
and maybe in New England.
yeah.
And in fairness, like in the soccer community in the country, but I'm not a Hollywood actor.
Right.
I'm not, I'm not.
You're like, call me in a few years.
Yeah, right.
Ask me that then.
Right. So no, I haven't experienced that, but I'm sure that sort of stuff does exist. But
Sure.
luckily enough, I've not been around those sorts of people. But like I say, I always just surround myself with good people.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm quite good at spotting who has right intentions and who doesn't. So I've probably been able to filter out those sorts of people if they were to come my way,
That's a skill.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not always easy.
No, I agree.
Okay, my last question is if you were going to share a can of Mainelove with someone, it could be anyone, living, dead, famous, not, who would it be and why?
Oh, okay, let's think here. Let's not jump to conclusions. I would choose. Can I have three people?
You can have
Gotta
like
go
a car
three
full. You
people.
can be sitting at a table with three people.
Okay. First one would be Michael Jackson. Yeah. Is that a good one?
That's such a
I
good
feel like
one.
that's a good one.
Have you always loved him?
I love Michael Jackson as a kid.
Yeah.
I used to dress up like him with
You
the hat and the glove
did?
and try and do the moonwalk.
I was gonna say, did you do the moonwalk?
I used to be able to do it like on like a wooden floor with socks on
Oh
because it was
my
easier.
god, I love
But
it.
that was years ago.
Were you dying when Thriller came out?
Oh my God.
That was like so epic.
Yeah, insane. Next would probably be Messi.
Ah,
There would be a language barrier there because I
Yeah.
don't speak Spanish, so that would be tough. But we'd figure it out.
yeah. You could use a little translate on your phone.
There you go.
Yeah,
And the last one would be, this is tough
it is tough.
because as soon as I leave here, I'm going to be like, why didn't
I
I
know.
say
No, these were good.
that? I'm going to say, I was thinking actor because I have an athlete, I
Yeah,
have a musician.
that's true. You could have. I mean, it could be anyone. It could be a political figure. It could be, not that they're that exciting. It could be
Maybe
though.
Obama.
Oh,
Maybe Obama, just to kind of, he's
Yeah.
obviously had such crazy experiences in life
and he's so intelligent.
and he's so intelligent. So I'd like to kind of
Can you
dive into
imagine that table?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Michael Jackson.
Messi and Obama.
That would be
I think
epic.
I think that's actually my third choice.
I love that. Anything you wanted to say to the fans or anything?
Just a massive thank you for
Yeah.
the past year. It's been noted that my career has kind of been a roller coaster up until now, and so this season to have the support that we had as a team and also individually was super lovely to see. So yeah, massive thank you, and hopefully we can see more of that in 2026.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just thank you, and I can't wait to see what 2026 holds.
Either can we.
Yeah.
And we hope you all drink lots of water. Hydrate,
Yeah, there
please.
you go.